Good morning, Busy Bees. It's Thursday, November 13th, and here's your morning news rundown in under 5 minutes. So, the Epstein emails. So these emails that were released are from 2015 to 2019. So this is prior to Donald Trump being elected the first time. For those of you people who say this is, doctored or what have you, I have questions as to why this was held so long, but hopefully we'll get those answers. But in one of the exchanges, Epstein writes, if we were able to craft an answer for him, that's Donald Trump, what do you think it should be? Wolf answered, I think you should let him hang himself if he says he hasn't been on the plane or to the house. That gives you a valuable PR and political currency. You can hang him in a way that potentially generates a positive benefit for you, or if it really looks like he could win, you could save him generating a debt. Of course, it is possible that when asked, he'll say Jeffrey is a great guy and has gotten a raw deal and is a victim of political correctness, which should be outlawed in Trump's regime. Basically, blackmailing. You cannot blackmail if you don't have something to blackmail with. So Donald Trump knew all of this was going on and did nothing, like countless others. It's not just him. The problem is everyone who failed these young ladies, and everyone should, you know, if not be arrested, that there should be some recourse for these victims slash survivors. And the saga continues. And let's not forget, Donald Trump stated yesterday that he spent all the tariff money, like it's gone. So it looks like the Supreme Court will rule against him, and that debt has to get paid back. So what's going to happen with the missing tariff money? What investigation is going to occur when Donald Trump throws his hands up and says, well, I spent it? Um, will Congress penalize him, or will he be impeached for overstepping their authority? Because remember, he can't spend the money without them, supposedly, right? Rolling Stones gave a great article on the devastating legacy of nuclear weapons tests, which the United States has stated we're going to start doing now. We're going to start testing these nuclear weapons. So it details the catastrophic fallout of 80 years of nuclear weapons testing. Newly declassified documents reveal federal agencies knew as early as 1950s that radioactive plumes were drifting far beyond the test zones, exposing millions of Americans. Communities known as downwinders in Nevada, Utah, Arizona, New Mexico, and the Pacific have suffered generations of cancers, thyroid diseases, reproductive disorders, and rare childhood illnesses due to this radioactive material. If you have a chance and read this article, it's wonderful. I don't know what they suspect is going to happen when they start retesting. It's going to expose many, many millions of Americans to this material and cause another outbreak of these devastating diseases. Moving on, NPR wrote an article about DHS guidance may allow immigration officials to deny visas to people with obesity, diabetes, hypertension, heart disease, or other chronic metabolic conditions. These conditions can be controlled. I have hypertension. I also have thyroid disease, and they're controlled with medications. So, am I going to be denied? I'm about 150 pounds. I wear beside a size 6 to 8. According to the chart, I am obese, though. One look at me, and they'll be like, no, bitch, you are too fat. You can't come here. I think this is totally ridiculous when the president himself can't pass any of these criteria that they're imposing on other people. NBC News reports that federal judge has ordered the immediate release of hundreds of immigrants detained by Chicago ICE and CBP, citing unlawful detention and systematic due process violations. Evidence shows detainees went days or weeks without hearings or legal counsel or basic information about the charges against them. And I'm happy about this ruling. And this is your morning news rundown. Stay smart, stay safe, stay informed. Like, share, and follow if you can.